Susan Matthews is with us tonight from Luminara, and I am a huge Luminara fan. I have the pillar candles in my home. I have these tapers in my home, but I particularly loved this set because you can either run it on batteries or you can actually plug it into the wall.
That's right. You get the choice. You get the option of choosing whether to use the batteries or our AC adapter.
And these are lovely. And I'll tell you, so many people are using these days on their dining room tables in place of real candles. You get that same ambiance, but what you don't get is the smoke, the soot, and more damaging the wax.
Right, on your nice tablecloths and table runners.
Yes.
No more of that.
Yes. Now, these are just beautiful. I will tell you, Luminara does something that no other battery-operated or plug-in candle manufacturer is doing. They're creating that realistic flame effect.
Right, that's electromagnetics and LED technology creating that amber, flickering, glowing, moving warmth. That's what a candle, that's the magic of a candle. That's what's special. That's what makes the evening special. Now you can have that without any of those concerns you mentioned.
I just think it's awesome. And this is a set of two. Look at that. I mean, if you didn't know better, you would think that was a real flame. But the best part about this, it can go anywhere where you'd never put a real candle.
That's right. You can have these going up the stairs in your foyer, and you would never do that with a real flame.
No.
You can have these in a bookcase. You can have these on your windowsills near your curtains and have that real flame effect that from the outside is so welcoming. You know, when you drive down a street and you see the candles in the window, you know that's a house that's going to have good food, that's going to be welcoming, and it's just going to be a good time. And you know, now you get that without the bulb. Now you can have it with that flickering flame effect.
Now, let's take a look at our color choices, and the color choices are in the base of these tapers.
Right.
So we might want to bring the lights up just a bit, guys, if we can, because then we can really see these colored bases very nicely, and we're going to begin with onyx.
That is your satin black finish, so sophisticated. I love that we've introduced that into our line.
Okay, hopefully we'll bring those lights up shortly. Someone? Okay, fantastic. Oh, there we are, perfect. There's your onyx. Then we have it for you in nickel.
Right, and that's a very contemporary metal right now, so popular in kitchens. I love that, and in dining rooms. So, and that is more of a high gloss finish.
Then we have it for you in bronze. Now this is a warmer, more antiqued finish.
Right, it almost has a little bit of that rose gold coming out from underneath. It's so pretty. And that again is a satin finish.
And then lots and lots of homes have polished brass accents, and we've got that for you as well. We call this brass.
That's the classic Williamsburg. But what I love about all these bases, David, is that they look just as beautiful from the inside of your home, where you're spending most of your time. And because you have that realistic flickering flame, you get the bounce of light against the windowsill, which is so beautiful.
It's beautiful. I mean, put these in windows if you want to. I'll tell you, not only does it create lovely ambiance, but it also gives the illusion that someone is home.
Correct.
Because
security.
You would never leave what appears to be a real candle burning in your window if you weren't home. So this is kind of a little built-in safety feature too.
And what's nice now is with that AC adapter, if you have an outlet conveniently located right under your windowsill, you just use your AC adapter and don't worry about the batteries. But if you don't have an outlet right under that windowsill, you don't have to, worry about that because you can use the 2C batteries, and that will give you 500 hours of glow time, David. That is 100 days, taking you well into the new year.
Which is just perfect. And I'll tell you, with all these great choices, I love the fact now that you can plug these in when you need to.
Right.
Because in a perfect world, you would use batteries all the time, but you know what? It's not a perfect world we live in, and we forget to buy batteries. Or we come home
today.
and realize that one has already burned out, and you're thinking, great, I've got guests coming for the holiday weekend, and I don't have time to go to the drugstore, and now the night before Thanksgiving, they're all closed. Yeah, thanks very much.
You have just illustrated my exact scenario at home. My son said, Mom, my window lights out, and I have no batteries. I know that because I use them all here for work.
Yep.
So thank goodness for the AC adapter. My house will still look complete from the outside.
When you leave here tonight, I am quite honestly sure that all drugstores will be closed. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to plug these in when the need arises, and that really is so nice. But I'll tell you, this really kind of tells the whole story. Look at how that illuminates. I'll tell you, I use Luminara throughout my home, the pillar candles, the tapers. I have the window candles from Luminara. These are just marvelous. In my opinion, there is no other battery-operated candle that looks this realistic.
I have to agree. And with that timer function, it's a 5-hour timer. Whatever time you set these, they'll come on that time every night. You don't have to do the mad dash from window to window to turn these on. They will go on for you all by themselves so that when you pull in after a long, chaotic day at work, your house is aglow and welcoming you back in. And what a wonderful gift, a Christmas gift for somebody who maybe just got married, or somebody who has their first home, or even in an apartment. When I was little, we lived in an apartment. I loved having that window candle. It made me feel cozy on the inside.
You know what, I think about maybe folks who have a parent who's now living maybe in an assisted living home. Maybe they've got their own little apartment, and they're not allowed to have real candles.
Right.
Because perhaps, someone falls asleep, leaves a real candle burning, that's a hazard. But something like this would create that lovely glow. This has a timer function, yes?
Right, the 5-hour timer, and that's what gives you that 500 hours of glow time. So it's just perfect because you're not going through those batteries quickly if you choose to use the battery portion of these. But you can also use that AC adapter. Plugs into the back of the candle. It's a nice, thin, unobtrusive cord, and it's quite long. So if you do have to go a bit of a distance, it will still work.
Well, I invite all of you to stay on the line for this. If you decide that you want to get more than one set of two, and a lot of folks are doing that, we have a Buy More, Save More that kicks in here that'll save you $4 on every set you buy after the first one. You told me your husband is oven roasting the bird tomorrow?
Thank you for your turkey tips.
I was happy to help out. Susan came rushing to me the other day, and she said, David, I've got some questions about the bird. And so we talked her through it. This is